I don't understand why Islam makes such a big issue out of interest. It seems completely normal. Banks use it, businesses use it, even ordinary people use it. So why call it haram?
Because Islam does not judge something by how normal it looks, it judges it by whether it is fair. And interest becomes unfair when one person gets guaranteed gain while the other carries the burden.
But wait, if I lend someone my money, why shouldn't I get extra back? That sounds reasonable.
It sounds reasonable until you look at what is really happening. Usually, the borrower is the one in need. They are already under pressure. Then the lender says, "I'll help you, but you must return more than you took." Islam sees that as taking advantage of need, not pure fairness.
But that's too harsh. The lender is also sacrificing something. They're giving their money and waiting. Time has value.
True, time has value in trade and investment, but Islam makes a distinction. If you want profit, then enter business, take risk, invest in something real. But if you are simply giving a loan, then turning that loan into guaranteed profit is the problem.
Why is guaranteed profit such a big issue?
Because profit should come with risk. That is justice. In trade, both sides face uncertainty. In investment, you can gain or lose. But in interest, the lender says, no matter what happens to you, I want more back.
So you're saying the borrower takes all the risk?
Exactly. If the borrower succeeds, the lender profits. If the borrower fails, the lender still wants payment. If the borrower suffers loss, the debt still grows. That is not partnership. That is one-sided gain.
But what if the interest is small, like 5%? That's not exploitation.
The issue is not only the amount. The issue is the principle. Even small interest is still based on the idea that money should grow automatically from someone else's obligation. And small interest often becomes bigger through delay, penalties, and repeated borrowing.
Still, modern economies run on interest. Are you saying the whole world is wrong?
The whole world can normalize something harmful. That has happened many times in history. Look around. Personal debt, credit card traps, student loans, home foreclosures, businesses crushed by repayments. Interest-based systems often make the weak weaker and the rich stronger.
But without interest, how would banks work? How would businesses get funding?
Through shared risk models, partnership, leasing, trade-based finance, and profit sharing. The Islamic principle is simple. Don't make money from money alone. Make money from real assets, real effort, and real business activity.
So Islam is not against profit?
Not at all. Islam allows profit, but not unfair profit. It allows business, not exploitation. It allows growth, but not growth built on trapping people in debt.
Let me challenge that. Isn't every loan agreement voluntary? If both sides agree, then what's the problem?
Not every agreement is truly fair just because both sides sign it. A desperate person may agree to harmful terms because they feel they have no choice. Islam does not only ask whether there was consent, it also asks whether there was justice.
That's actually a strong point.
And that is why Islam treats loans as a form of help, not a machine for guaranteed return. If you want to earn, then earn through trade, service, or investment, but don't use another person's financial stress as your safe source of income.
So, in one line, why is interest haram in Islam?
Because it gives one side guaranteed gain without sharing the real risk, struggle, or hardship, and Islam stands for justice, not extraction.
So the issue is deeper than money. It's really about fairness.
Exactly. Islam wants money to serve people, not people to become servants of debt.